What's up, good people? Oh, what's up, good people? I promise, I promise we'll make this quick. I promise tonight we will make this quick. Let's jump in here. Morning. What up, Ryan? Brandon. Hold on. Kashmir, what's good? Good evening, Terry. Bickett, what's going on? Hold on real quick. What's going on, good people? Oh, warning. Tonight is a warning. Tonight is a serious warning. Devin, I don't like making a title like that. Oh, get even scared of this warning. It is a warning night. It is a warning and an awakening. Walter, what's good? Atlanta in the house. Facts. And we got a week to deal with it. What's good, baby? No, the producer coach, they just got ran off the court. Okay. Warning time. Or do y'all want to get any extra comments in first? Unless we're talking Trent Maben, we're not talking baseball tonight. Hold on, sorry. Warning. It's happening again. It is happening again as we speak. It's happening again as we speak. Y'all can trust me if you want, or you can choose not to trust me if you want. That is A-okay. Appreciate it, Chris. It is not, I was going to say it's not the cocktails talking, but this is my first cocktail. It's not the cocktails talking, but it's a warning. It is happening again. Just like clockwork. Brandon said I had a few bourbons already. Yeah, like I start so late, so and I've been running around all evening and fixing everybody else's life. So it's happening, and I need y'all to open your eyes. Everything that has happened from the moment of the Tom Jurich firing and Rick Pitino firing. We've been watching the exact same playbook, and it's happening again. What have we learned as of late? We have learned that people are addicted to being insiders and having inside information. That interest, good evening, Lauren. That interest and being an insider, it started off as innocent. I just want to know more about my program. I just want to know more about my program. I like to know everything. I like to know all the nooks and crannies and nuts and bolts of my program. It started off as a true fan and community innocent interest in the program. That want and need to know everything eventually gets weaponized. It starts off with the locker room, the access, then the access gets taken. It starts when the guy tries to find the most unhappy player, even if they're not playing, use him as a source, and then start twisting his words and turning it into a clickbait story. Those things start happening. The fake insider, I heard something, but I want to look like the super insider, so I twisted. Okay, now that stuff was still kind of innocent. It's bad media, but it still has an innocent thing to it. People's interest in knowing something and being an insider is now being used as a weapon of manipulation. Okay? It's being weaponized now. And we've seen it over and over again. It's happening. It's happening right now again. Okay. Let's go Bobby Petrino. It's a random situation. Some people love him, some people hate him, right? Bobby Petrino was a true George guy, period, point blank. He was a George guy. Bobby Petrino knew there was a target on his back the moment George was gone. He knew it. Now you can say, okay, yeah, he quit on us. You can say he was bullied out, all that good stuff. The leaking of Bobby Petrino's personal stuff, personal life, whether it be true or not, all of his personal relationships with his family, with his step kids and all this stuff, and all the dirt was going to the same people and getting leaked out. You know what it was doing? It was prepping y'all. So now you had 4 or 5 questionable leaked stories and then one big story. Now you're like, oh shit, he got to go. Tom Jurich. They're trying to get him out. They don't just come in and do it today. What they do is say, we're going to do this. This is a 60-day plan. We're going to spend this month leaking this stuff out, leaking this, getting people comfortable, leak out a couple things. Just the shit could be made up. It could be half true. It could be anything. It's just setting you up to not be enraged when something happens. It gets you from being 99% to 62%. Now you're at 54%. Like, I don't know. I heard he got a problem. He got a problem with this and this and that, and now everybody's buzzing. You know what? The people who are making the decisions are the ones leaking it to you. They're leaking it through the same thing. The Jeff Brom hiring. Same fucking playbook. Oh, I heard Jeff. Man, did y'all hear that Neely Bendapudi and Vince Tyra was trying to save Mac's job, and then Neely wanted him gone, and then now everybody's taking a side. Now everybody's, oh man, Neely, she's running the school. She's doing what she's supposed to do. Oh, Vince, man, he saved it. Before you know it, the fuck just happened? Max suspended 6 games. We get on national TV. You know what the national people are saying? What the fuck is going on at Louisville? I mean, they suspended him for 6 games because he didn't go through the AD before he let his coach know he wasn't renewing his contract. That's a 6-game national media at our games. I think Louisville's overreacting, right? But listen, the way it got leaked out, we had all these extra stories, and man, I heard he went in there and he told Neely Bendapudi, then we find out what Neely, out of nowhere, Neely says, I didn't have nothing to do with that. I don't work on our personnel. But now we fucking 4 games into the suspension, when she said, it's like, or the suspension's coming up. Now we're concentrating on the game, like, what we're gonna do now. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. You were being leaked and lied to. You were being intentionally leaked. Those stories about them arguing and Vince Tyra was save Mac's job, but they were gonna fire. So now you're already in fire mode. You're already in destructive mode because these stories are being leaked. The same fucking thing. Brandon, you know exactly where I'm going with this, Brandon. Y'all are smart. Y'all are smart. You know exactly where I'm going with this. Kev, you know where I'm going with this. You know exactly where I'm going with this. Say it. Say it. Somebody say it. Somebody say it for me. Say it with me. You know where I'm going with this. I'm waiting for somebody to say it. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, here comes the fake leak story that Kenny Payne saying no, Kenny Payne's not interested. Kenny Payne ain't talking to nobody about this shit. Nobody. Kenny Payne, are y'all fucking stupid? Kenny Payne has been dealing in keep your mouth shut for 15 fucking years. You think he doesn't know how this thing works, how you keep your mouth shut about any interest in any job on the planet? You keep your mouth shut. You let everybody make offers. You let all these Louisville people talk about job offers. You let the New York Knicks want to match it. You let other people get asked all these questions. You keep your mouth shut. You think Kenny Payne don't know to keep his mouth shut and talk to, a friend of a friend told me that this guy said that this. Fuck you. He didn't tell you nothing. He didn't tell you anything. Right. And listen, you're getting the same again. How do you remember how shocked y'all were when you found out that Vince Tyra had never even reached out to Jeff Brown? Never even reached out. That was the only thing that's going to be a national search no matter what. But what was the leak? Leak was, Brown was not interested because this and that. That shit is getting leaked to y'all. That's being done intentionally. I give it to Big Mouth. Before you know it, y'all turn it into a life of its own. When I don't want to hire Kenny Payne, I start leaking it that Kenny Payne wouldn't take my call. So guess what? I heard Kenny Payne's not taking a call from the University of Louisville. You know what? Somebody's going to ask Kenny Payne. Kenny Payne's not going to answer that question. He's not going to answer that question. Cheers, Keisha. Cheers, cheers, cheers. She had a particular request too. Cheers.
Kenny Payne won those games.
Listen, I'm not saying nobody. I'm not talking about anybody's credibility. Anybody. I'm not talking about anybody's credibility. Maybe whatever people are saying is coming from credible sources. Maybe not. But what I'm saying is you're getting a story about he turned it down. You're getting a story about, the Knicks are going to do this. You get a story about he's looking at some other. All of these stories make a little bit of sense, enough to not. That's why everybody wants you throwing out other coaches' names. That's why everybody's trying to say, well, who else? Well, who else? Who else? No, there is no who else. If Kenny Payne really turned down a job, we'll know exactly why he turned down the job. We will know their offer was not enough. Their offer was not enough. I was not going to have any say so in the way I run my program. They were determined to keep whatever bullshit they got going on at Louisville. I said, no, I'm not signing up for that. We'll know that. And y'all be bringing it out of me. Look, Lord, how many times this month have I promised it was going to be a short show? I do that all the time. You know what I was doing today? But I was okay, I'll give you the short version because some of the stuff I don't want to divulge this information. I was talking with some individuals and getting a breakdown of petition laws in Kentucky. Petition laws, who's susceptible to petitions and how powerful they are. That's something that goes under the radar. A true registered voter petition is a powerful thing. You get people removed from offices. You get things done when you start petitioning. And we're talking about change.org, real deal petitions with registered voters that are willing to put their name and signature on this is unacceptable. If you don't act on this, your votes are in jeopardy. If you don't help us with this problem we have, your vote in this election is in jeopardy. So I wanted to know who is all affected by the voters and what names will be in my sites on these petitions. Listen, I don't know where the leaks come from, but I know they happen intentionally for people who don't want quote to hire Kenny Payne, people who don't want to hire Jeff Brown, people who want Bobby Petrino out of here, people who want Tom Judge out of here. You leak, and then you put a story in whatever local news outlet. It's the same fucking playbook. and again, the petition is the first step. And again, I do believe that once I explain in detail, documented what is going on with paperwork, the deals that have been done at the university, documented with paperwork, I believe I will have the necessary signatures of voters on these petitions to cause us to cause. So yes, there are. Listen. We're gonna make it uncomfortable for some people. Very, very, very uncomfortable. I'm sure y'all can imagine. I got a couple people in, and again, some people are already going to be under what's the word? The word I want to use is litigation. There's some people right now that you have been dealing with that are going to be under litigation. I do know that. I do know that for a fact. Litigation, scrutiny, yes, both of them. It's okay. Nobody gets paid under the table. Okay, you're not paid under the table, but what you are is influenced by access. You start getting influenced by access. Now, I know I've explained that to y'all before. Influenced by access means we'll come to you first with the inside information. But people don't realize they end up selling their credibility for access, and then you get turned into a puppet. You get turned into a puppet or a soundboard. If I just right now, if I just lied to y'all, and said, I believe this president and AD situation is the best thing for us, they throw me a parade over there. But then you know what'll happen? Next time some bad stuff happens, they'll say, let's go to Marcus. He'll do it again. And you can't do that. They cost their credibility from the time they removed Jurich and Patino. They have sold their credibility at the university. That little stunt, Neely Bendapudi, fake beef with Vince Tyree going to Florida State, Neely all of a sudden she's going to Penn State. Now you bring the fucking dean, the 20-year dean of the University of Kentucky. Now she's in the president's seat. Go Cards! Go! It's bullshit. Get out of here. Get out of here. Again, it's your credibility. Think about this. We didn't like the story of Vince getting the offer of beer and came out as the AD. Nobody liked that story. You gave him a fair shot. Listen, cool. If you handle it right, whatever. Okay. But then, boom, 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 fast forward. Then Brahm's situation, this situation, and the way he leaves abruptly. Well, that was fucked up. Neely Bendapudi. Listen, outsider, somebody handpicked her from the outside, blah, blah, blah. Give you a chance, you push your agenda, you do your politician thing, cool, blah, blah, blah. Now all of a sudden, what's going on with this situation? What's going on? Now all of a sudden y'all throwing Lamar Jackson out here. I can't get one picture of Lamar without Neely in it, Vince Tyree in it. Boom, boom, boom. All of a sudden, you like, maybe I was chosen to wear blue. Go Penn State. That was fucked up. Now, put this new one. No presidential searches, no AD searches. This is our guy, it's the interim guy, blah, blah. Head coach. No. That needs an entire search firm. That needs to be done by the book. All this other shit. Hey, vote her in real quick. Vote him in real quick. Give him a pay raise. Give him a bonus. Shut everybody up. Let's keep on doing all this stuff right now. That's why I don't join teams. Because if you double down on Neely Bendapudi and you're scared to say it was fucked up what she did because of her whatever affiliation or gender. And listen, I want minorities to succeed as much as anybody. But I'm not morality. I don't support anybody who does morally wrong things. I don't care what group you're in. Sorry. Which one? I don't know which one. I hope y'all follow Kelly Dickey. That's a whole nother cycle. That's a whole nother rabbit hole. Yeah, it'll turn into, we'll be doing a bibliography at the University of Louisville if we go back that far. But yes, you're right. Yeah, but it's like calling somebody crazy. It's dismissive. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you throw the word conspiracy around, but this stuff is provable. I can prove it was a backdoor handshake and agreement how Vince Tyree got the job after Tom Jurich was fired. I can prove the board that Bevan put in just voted to pass this, voted them right on in. You can prove, you got notes of the voting. These things are provable. And for those people to decide that the only thing that needs a national search after 4 years is the Kenny Payne situation or the Jeff Brown situation. The two things. I go to Walmart tonight. And I know y'all, I'm not telling y'all something y'all know. I go into work and two Kentucky luminaries, you can see the fear in their eyes, but you can see the confidence. They love joking around. Man, y'all think y'all gonna get Kenny Payne? Ha ha ha. They're two 60-year-old, 65-year-old men who are Kentucky, top of the food chain Kentucky guys. They're loving it. They know Lori Gonzalez. They know what's going on. They know Mitch Barnhart. They know what's going on. You should see. I go into Walmart, big Kentucky fan, right at the front door. Hey man, y'all gonna keep Kenny Payne, right? They're loving it. But they're talking about it because they know You think they don't know their last 10 years of success is due to Kenny Payne? That's why I get so pissed off at Louisville fans trying to fight me on something like that. I'm like, I'm taking these arrows for you. I'm fighting for you. You won't let go of your little fucking stupid ass issue. And then the other people, they like when shit's fucked up. It's easier to complain when you're hopeless. It's easy to complain. Oh, we suck. We just suck. I told you we was gonna suck. I told you we're gonna suck every year. Oh, we're done. Everybody, y'all gotta think, man. It's a lot of miserable, depressed people talking about how everything sucks all the time. Guess what? They're comfortable with the team sucking, and they're comfortable getting up in the morning saying today's gonna be a shitty day. Y'all wonder how I have fun at night and how I get up? Because today's gonna be a great day. I'm a grind. I'm gonna hit the lottery. I'm gonna make this money. I'm gonna have some good food. I'm gonna have a good cocktail. It's gonna be a great fucking day. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna laugh with people. I'm gonna make them laugh, and they're gonna make me laugh. The moment I open my eyes, boom. Y'all will be amazed. When I got in the radio, I was doing 2 hours. I'm sorry. I was doing 3 hours of Dina's show, 2 hours of my show, going home, coming back and doing shows with Ramsey. Oh shit, I got it. Sorry, John. Shit. I was doing 8 hours. They looking at me like I'm crazy. I love this shit. Don't look at me like I'm crazy. I love it. But hey, man, Marcus, I know you did 5 hours. You know, Bob, we don't have a sub for Bob today. All right, let's go. Let's go. I love it. I know. I got to get back into Gall House, man. I fucking miss that place. That's a good point. I miss that place. But y'all get my point. Like, it's too many self-interests and teaming up and putting right, you know, like, it's bad. It's bad. The search firm is not, the search firm thing is an issue, but the search firm is just another issue on top of the buy me time to get the leaking going. I got to get the leaking going. Got to get everybody, this is real stuff, y'all. Like, you call this stuff conspiracy. It's not. It's not. Listen, because I get the leak. I get the leak from the same people that y'all listen to. I get that same leak. You know what I do? Oh, yeah? It's crazy. Do I come back and tell y'all? No, hell no. Because I know that was getting leaked to me. So praying that I would give that to y'all. I can disseminate what a leak is. And then I listen to it and I say, now I see, okay, you talk to the same person. You talk to the same person. You talk to the same person. Because the same person told me the exact same thing. And now let's see who runs with it. Let's see who doesn't. And I see some people who don't run with it. I know they were told the same thing, but they didn't run with it. I see who runs with it. No, this is not always pushing to bring U of L legends back to prominent positions. Okay, I agree. Louisville fans want former Cards to have the opportunity. But the Brom thing and the Kenny Payne thing, that's not nostalgia. That's not being Cards L1C4. That's not L1C4 stuff. That's national people in a position that can help our program and understand exactly what it takes here. Brom walks in the door. He knows exactly what needs to happen to have this place in first, second, or third place in the ACC guaranteed. He knows exactly what he can do here. He knows what his pool will do here in the state. He knows his connections, his charm. He's aware of what he needs. Now he has the Indiana area. You know what I'm saying? He has the Fort Wayne, Indiana. He has the North. It has nothing to do with former quarterback great Jeff Brom. Kenny Payne, Kenny Payne's not hiring a bunch of guys from 86 and 80. Kenny Payne went to the school, loves the school, knows. I know not to talk about, well, I got a meeting with JJ Trainer's parents to talk about whether or not he wanted a red shirt or not, because he came to me and said he wanted a red shirt. Of fucking course he came to you saying he wanted a red shirt. You fucking sat him on a bench the whole year. And don't give me that match shit. You the assistant coach. You work with the big man. If you can't tap Mac on the shoulder and say, hey, man, we need to get Jason running there. Then what the fuck? If you thought, and if you can't tap Coach Mac on the shoulder and say, hey, Coach, we need to get JJ in here for 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah, I mean, he's been working hard. He ain't been pouting. He does all the right things, you know what I'm saying, for the most part. You know, I mean, everybody, listen, again, ask my ex-wife. I have never been married. You get my point. Anybody's ex-wife can tell you some bad shit. If you don't want to like the guy, go talk to his ex-wife. Then you'll find a reason not to like him. Guarantee. If y'all sat on that bench all year and you couldn't get Roosevelt Wheeler more minutes, if you couldn't get Sidney Curry more minutes, what the fuck are we doing? What is this? You just wanted to play Malik. I mean, goddamn, and nobody's that stupid. And we gave everybody every benefit of the doubt. We're not talking like this now because we didn't like, I could see if I was from day one saying, oh, Coach Matt can't get it done and Coach Pegues can't get it done. I could see if, listen, y'all was there when I said Malik should be, he should have a little more go-to move by now. So now I'm like, damn, Pegues, are you working with, is he that hurt? Then Malik, might have one good game. And I'm like, okay. And then 5 more games where all he can shoot is threes. And I'm like, okay, y'all, we've been shooting 3-pointers all day long. And I'm, like I said, I'm almost damn near blaming the kids. Like, I know these coaches are teaching y'all better than that. Because ain't no way they don't see what I see. So I gave them all the credit. But now we look at it and say, dude, I heard your press conference. You were asked about Malik. First thing you talk about is how hard everything's been for Malik. He's 23. He's 23 and he hasn't been effective. Oh, but everybody wanted Malik to come back. Yes. We wanted Malik to come back working hard and healthy, which he has looked anything but. I feel sorry. I feel bad. I feel terrible for Malik Williams, the human. But again, at what job do we just feel bad? And here's the thing. It does happen at your job. The older lady loses her husband. Everybody has to tiptoe around her, you know what I'm saying, because we feel bad. Then at some point, you're like, listen, you got to do your job, though. Like, listen, we all feel sorry for you, but all the work is getting hard for us because you ain't doing your job because whatever personal tragedy you had. But eventually, you're like, hey, you going to the boss like, hey, man, I'm not, listen, I'm not staying here 2 hours late because we all feel sorry for Miss Brenda. Listen, I feel sorry for Miss Brenda too. Sorry for your loss, Miss Brenda. But we staying here 3 hours extra because you ain't getting your shit done. No. Colo, yes, shout out. Actually, my dad's in the hospital too. Darn it. I shouldn't have brought that up. But y'all get my point. Like the ship cannot be on this long of a halt. Listen, and I gotta be honest, man. I gotta be honest. I was embarrassed. Me personally, as a Louisville alum, I was embarrassed to listen to, because here's the thing. You know, we all just kind of say, hey man, Malik has had a lot of pressure, a lot of coaches. Listen, Griff started that movement, you know. So we felt a revitalized empathy. Okay. But hope he comes back playing aggressive with a determined attitude. You know, hey, we'll cut you some slack, you know, blah, blah, let's make it a strong end run. And the way he went out there and the way he acted and looked and body language and playing, and the way those commentators was like, look at that. They were looking at us like, yeah, Louisville is dysfunctional. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, that effort made us all look bad with him coming off suspension. I was listening to Bob Valvano. He said Paul Rogers was more surprised than anybody. He said, I would have thought, thank you, y'all. Thank you, y'all. Yeah, like I said, I talked to him earlier today. Yeah, I think he's fine. Paul Rogers said he couldn't believe, he thought Malik Williams would be the hardest working person the moment he got on the court. And he said it was the exact opposite. And they do the radio for the games. Maybe Pops will start taking better care of himself. Listen, y'all, Pops goes hard though. So when Pops is down bad, I'm like, Pops, you go hard. You go hard. So yeah, that part was really unfortunate. My point being, tonight's warning is about y'all gotta tighten up your ears. Y'all gotta tighten up your logic. We have to tighten up our logic. The gossip, the believable gossip, is the setup. You have to be waiting, armed, shield and sword ready for, you know what I'm saying? And again, when the petitions come out to get people removed from their current offices, when petitions come out, listen, if you are a registered voter, listen, even if you're not, but if you are, you definitely have enough pull. So when I circulate, you know, this petition, or one of us circulate this petition or something like that for immediate removal, immediate injunctions, you just got to be ready. You can't get, oh, what about this coach? And what about this coach? And what about this? And it's not just the coaching situation, but that is an example of, you know, the moves being made. You know, like I say, all of a sudden they just, oh, there's a Tuesday 8 o'clock morning board meeting that just approved, you know, a 3-year deal, and but this guy's really good, and now you get all these fluff pieces, and then you hear some rumor that he might be getting a $200 million donation. Now all of a sudden we're like, what? He might get a $200 million donation, and we're all, yeah, hey man, I heard he was working on this NIL deal that's going to get, $1 billion. Then the news comes out that we just hired that guy that's supposed to get $1 billion. So now we're thinking, damn, maybe he's going to get that $1 million. Then you find out he ain't shit. Now you suck on the court again. And it is what it, and they're still getting paid. They're still getting their pay. And they're going down to fucking Nolan Lake just the same. Just the fucking same. With your money. With your money. They will fucking go on vacation with your money. Just like they've been doing the moment George went out here. Again, doesn't have to be team. Everybody does some good things and some bad things. You know what I'm saying? Or some things you don't like, stuff like that. You don't have to be team. I don't like the way George handled Coach Crum. Listen, I don't blame Susan Sweeney for having a blood oath against Tom George. I don't blame. Well, I do kind of. I do. Some people started some shit with George, and now they're playing victim. So I do blame them. I'm just like, you just lost that battle. You picked, you picked a fight with him. You lost. But I don't like when people don't say, I picked the fight. Yeah, like again, y'all. I mean, come on. Lamar and Russ. Did that feel right to y'all? Lamar and Russ. Did that feel right? Did that feel right? Did it feel like that was the plan going into the season? Did that feel right to y'all? I love Russ. I love Lamar. Did that feel right? Like, be honest. Be honest. Okay. So when you think about that. Think about this. I assume most people feel the same way in this room. If you're being honest. Again, I mean, maybe some of you don't, but I feel like most of the people in this room, if you're being honest, the Lamar thing didn't feel right. That was somebody trying to find a way to keep this coach in here. Find a way to keep this coach in here. Then get to the off season. Give them just enough more money to, we're going to give you a guy. We're going to give you a guy here. That shit should have happened a long time ago if you was really serious about building the fucking program like it's supposed to be built. What does Tom say? Let me know what you have to succeed. And I'll make it happen because I'll work. That's what he did. You tell me. So when you tell me what you need, I get it for you. So when you lose, I can fire you and not think twice about it. That's the relationship between the AD and the coach that's hired. Now it's let me do just enough to keep you with a job so I can keep getting these checks. Y'all seen it. Now think about this. If you agree with me that the Lamar and Russ didn't feel right, and they just did that to what else are they capable of? If they would just stick a Lamar retirement in there to do that, to get a photo op with our Heisman Trophy winner, he don't even know y'all. Y'all see Lamar Jackson? He got a tweet about Tom Jurich. He like, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He don't know that. Y'all try to attach this. Listen, I said this the other night. I'm not getting political, I promise you. But I don't fucking do the statue thing. I don't do the Juneteenth holiday thing. I don't do these fucking little gestures. Because it's the biggest fucking misdirection joke you'll ever see. And people are laughing. And now that's being done to you. That Lamar Jackson was your fake Juneteenth holiday. That's what that was. And Lamar Jackson deserves to be honored in every way possible. You really wanted to start honoring your former player, you put Mike Bush in there. If you were really concerned about the history, you went and got the biggest name you could get and tried to stick your name right in front of that on the Lamar Jackson thing. So, but that's whitewashing history. And I'm not saying whitewashing like that. I'm just saying you're just trying to clean out what your history is and put these new fake faces on it. Yeah, I mean, I love seeing Russ out there, y'all. I love seeing Russ. You threw that in there. Instead of working the coaching searches, working to raise more money. So when I do get these coaches, y'all are bleeding the program dry, but you're giving us trinkets to stare at. When these boards go in there and vote on these Tuesdays and these Monday 8 a.m.s and all we got is, y'all remember when Sullivan was saying, no, we have a right to be in the meetings of this. You're telling me the governor can put a board here and then you have an executive or whatever meeting. And listen, Tim Sullivan was right. We have the right to know exactly what y'all did. They turned that into a closed door meeting about all decisions concerning the university with a board that was illegally put in place. That's provable. That's not. The conspiracy is the part where you say they're doing their work, they're doing what's best for the university. That's the conspiracy. The part I'm saying is the truth. Did you work as a dean at the University of Kentucky for 20 years? Yes. In discussion. How long have you been at the University of Louisville? 4.5 months. It's verifiable. Neely Bendapudi. Did anybody know Neely Bendapudi was going to Penn State? No, it was a surprise to all of us. Vince Tyree. Did you go in there into the president's suite for a beer and come out as the first time in your life, zero athletic director experience? What you know what qualified him? The trinket that Charlie Tyree was an All-American at the University of Louisville was the dangling trinket that put in front of us. Oh, growing up, Dad used to. Did you play 4 years college at the University of Kentucky? Yes. Have you went on the record and said you have a great relationship with Mitch Barnhart? Yes. Who's the conspiracy guy here? For the last 4 years, that guy's been my AD who got the job from a beer, and now that woman's my president. And they put 15 months. But you didn't hire DHR. You didn't hire consumer services for the president. Just no, she's the provost. We're moving president. Hey, all in favor of Lori Gonzalez? Aye. We listen. We already have 6 members, so we have the majority out here. All our Kentucky people. Aye. She's the president. Boom. Who's the conspiracy theorist here? Kevin. She said, she's at the graduation and said, I love the University of Kentucky. Golly. Tell me, y'all. Tell me, y'all let Nearly Been the Pootie get away with that move. They took advantage of all of us. I'm saying y'all. Me too. Except for Kenny Payne, noob. That's the point. Because what you said is true. The last thing a basketball coach at U of L would ever want to hear is that the new AD boss is great friends with Mitch Barnhart. Except for Kenny Payne. Kenny don't give a fuck about Mitch Barnhart. Kenny Payne does not care about whoever is affiliated with UK. Y'all accusing me of wanting Kenny Payne to be the coach because he's black. Y'all are accusing me of wanting Kenny Payne because he's the OG. They say when you try to save a drowning victim, they end up pulling you down with them. Who sounds more like the conspiracy theorist? But we got a search firm going for the coach. Just nothing else.
Kenny Payne won those games.
Eric Wood knows it. Those players say it. Those players say it. Let's see if I got it. Let's see if I got it or have I deleted it already. I don't know if I would have let that go too early. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let's see if y'all can pick up the echo.
Incredible leadership and passion to advance U of L into the thriving community we are today. I want to personally thank her for bringing me home to Kentucky and bringing me to this campus. I love the University of Kentucky, and I plan to continue the tremendous progress and trajectory we're on. And
Oh, Marcus, she was just nervous. Oh, Marcus, she was just nervous. I know she was nervous. She was nervous because she's uncomfortable at the University of Louisville after doing 20 years at Kentucky. I bet you 20 years at Kentucky, 2 years at App State. And then I mentioned she went to App State and came straight here. Vince Tyree hired Scott Satterfield from App State. We got the provost from App State. She's now the president. They did everything they could to make sure Scott Satterfield stays the football coach from App State. My father played football for App State. I know more about App State than y'all. My father didn't have anything to do with the hiring. Let's just make that clear. My father had nothing to do with it. He had absolutely zero to do with it. But yeah. But again, if you want to say conspiracy or not, it's fine. But what I'm telling you is I have earned the right to be uncomfortable saying, Vince, how you got the job? Again, Lori Gonzalez was at Appalachian State a very short time. I think maybe 2 years at the most. They did everything they could to make sure Satterfield from App State stayed in position. So these are 3 facts that we are verifiable facts. We've got our ass drilled by the University of Kentucky. Listen, nobody got agitated with Mac until he beat Kentucky. We know that video Coach Mac did pissed off Kentucky. And we know there seems to be some kind of high-level resistance / leak again about the one guy that makes Kentucky uncomfortable, Kenny Payne. The other guy who was possibly, listen, we heard all the rumors about, Tyree's going after Brom and blah, 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 and Neely Bendaputi's trying to put her nose in it and block it, blah. All of a sudden, Neely's gone, jump ship to Vince Tyree. Again, I'll bring it up one last time. That alley, the alley for football was donated. The land was donated by Vince Tyree's daughter, Vince Tyree. We know that property was what Tom Jurich held deep and close to his heart. This is facts. That property over there that turned into the alley was what Tom Jurich used to get the Young Center built. Hey, if y'all don't do this shit, we'll put something up right on campus. Those side, all that area, Tom Jurich. Then he went out and bought some more land out, and that's what they said was dirty in his audit. Y'all saw this stuff. Y'all saw it. Yeah. I mean, listen. Put it this way. It's a gamble. It's a big time gamble. Now I've seen some mid-majors that are beast mode and they climb right up the ladder and went tore right through the door. But that was tailgaters. That's funny. But yeah, just that property. Again, we ended up persecuting Tom Jurich over his real estate deals were awesome. Again, I know sometimes I sound like a broken record, y'all. That Young Center deal was the reason. Think about that. Think about that, y'all. You say it to your friends. The next time your friends arguing about who they hate and who they love, you just remind them that the University of Louisville and their sports program was the highest grossing, or one top 10 highest grossing programs in college sports because of the deal we had with the Young Center. And the media told y'all that it's going to close and it's going to shut down the city, and Tom's a piece of shit. Y'all drunk that fucking Kool-Aid. And they reorganized the deal. Now we don't even get me started into the details. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. I'm making sure you know. I'm not being a Debbie Downer, Donnie Doomsday. I'm not doing that right now. What I'm doing is making sure you know how dire this is. So when it comes time to really make a move, either by supporting the program, season tickets, supporting whatever move gets made, you have to be fully invested and fully united in either, again, something you believe in. You have to be willing to just sacrifice. Like, no, this is my line of support. It stops right now. Hey, I know this is going to take an extra bit of time to do this, to sign this petition. You have to understand how dire your situation is before you can get people to act on it. They have to know this is imminent. You can't, the distraction of the trinket, it'll get you. It'll get you. Fucking divided we fall. But y'all will notice, the more people are united, the more you get, and it's always somebody who's not invested. It's always somebody who's not invested like this. Damon, they're outside my door. Listen, again, Damon, don't be surprised. Listen, when you hear some new song at 10 a.m., when you see it when you hear a new song, hi, this is Johnny Fiasco on 10 o'clock, 93.9, the Fiasco. Fucking Johnny Fiasco is going to replace me on 93.9. 93.9 Sports Nation Radio from 10 to 12. Yeah. What happened to Marcus? Shit, I don't know. Jesus Christ. At least hit the like button. I'm so tired. I'm so worn out. I'm so tired, y'all. I'm so tired. A visit from Baba Yaga. Right. Oh, yes, baby. Yeah, they'll throw him right on in there. Used to be a big Kentucky fan. All the day ones laughed when I said it's going to be a short show. all the day ones, they know how tired I am. Trying to think of anything else. I was actually supposed to, like, all this stuff I'm talking about now, I was supposed to say it on the show today, but I got so caught up in talking about JJ and the coaches and the Malik situation, I didn't even get to this conversation. I don't even know if I want to have this conversation on the radio. Probably not. About leaked information, because everybody's going to think I'm talking about them. And then I want to say, well, if you're guilty, what's it, if the shoe fits? Our former QB coaches at Miami now, how'd that work out? No, I don't do names. Jeez, you really trying to get me canceled. you really want me to get, you really. But it's gonna cost me. It's gonna cost me sponsorships. That's okay. I'm gonna have a gout clinic sponsorship next week, and I want everybody to take good care of yourself. And if you do suffer from gout issues, I'm gonna have the best place for you to go next week. And I know you know someone that suffers from gout. It's many of us know people. But I'm gonna have a partnership next week of somebody y'all can recommend. I don't even want to pin political parties on that. Jordan S. Everybody, cheers. Cheers. Enjoy your night. Get some good sleep. Tonight's a double blanket night. Get it real cold. Get 2 blankets. Don't come off from underneath covers until your body naturally wakes you up. Among other things. Please hit the like buttons. Feel free to support the channel in any way you see fit.